as we initiate chaos. Theory guarantees that we'll play like lightning shots, sounding like thunder. For every time in the face that it hits us, we're faster. Well, they should know by now. They see the world keeps trying to shake us. It only waits us. The pendulum swings. The pendulum swings. It's in a beautiful darkness. Only another. It's full steam ahead. Full steam ahead. All above the Betty Express. Misdirected from the start. It's a runaway train. I come a freight train. I come a freight train. In a beautiful darkness, the Betty Express. In a beautiful darkness.
Welcome everybody to this stream. I will be taking over because it is late in Sweden. So we have Deputy Nguyen, and he is going. I kind of put it a little bit back so we could watch the body cam. I do have the sound boosted and everything ready to go. So let's get into this.
Is it located in Summit County?
Yes, it is.
What time did you arrive at this home approximately?
Approximately 3:40 in the morning. Hello, Deputy Pimentel, and also fire personnel.
Was Miss Richins there?
Yes, she was.
What about her kids? Were they present?
I was made aware that they were.
We're wearing your body camera on that witness exhibit 1-4T, please.
Not sure if that's a good thing.
Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do.
And Scott, go ahead and scroll through it.
And welcome, Viking Raiders.
What is it?
It's my body camera footage with a blurred spot.
I'm sorry, Scott. Can we put up 1-4T?
Good night, Nick. Thank you for rating. Howdy, everyone.
Do you recognize
yes, transcript
this? And what is it a transcript of?
of what was on my body camera.
Fair and accurate representation of the words that were spoken on your body camera that night?
Approach for 1 minute.
Howdy. So we are up to, let me get my sidebar counter. It looks like this is 10. Oh, I've got to make one.
See a video that has audio. The audio is also represented as part of a transcript on the bottom. There are multiple speakers in this video. There's the deputy, there's some other people, there is the defendant. You may take everything the defendant says as true and give it whatever weight you think it deserves, if any. You cannot take what the deputy or the other people say is true. You can only consider those statements for context regarding what the defendant was responding to, the effect on the listener. Anything further on that, Mr. Ramos?
No, Judge, thank you.
Okay. So let's see. Do you want to admit that number that you just mentioned?
Yes.
Would you give me the number one more time?
1-4 with the letter T for
Okay.
transcript.
Exhibit 1-4T, as in Tesla, is admitted. Where do you want to go next?
Now, if we could show the witness 1-4D, like David. Do you see it on your screen there?
Yes, I
Do you
do.
recognize this?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's my body camera.
And is it fair and accurate representation of your body camera that night?
Yes.
Are there any changes to it?
Yes, there's a blur in the middle.
And with the exception of that blur, everything else is the same?
Yes.
And has this clip been cut down from your original video?
Not this clip.
Okay. I'll move to admit 1-4D.
Okay. 1-4D as in David is admitted.
And publish to the jury, please.
Scott, is this in a spot you want to start?
I'll restart it, and it does have audio, Your Honor.
Understood. Go ahead, sir.
I don't have the audio.
Is the audio instantaneous or is it a delay?
No,
Okay.
should be right away.
I think I know how to fix this. Give me just a moment.
We'll need
If
to
you-
read it.
Yeah,
Ooh, a judge that knows tech.
we practiced this earlier. Give me just a moment.
And
That's what I thought too, but it sounds like they've edited around that. One moment, folks. Scott, would you do me a favor? Would you disconnect from the HDMI and then reconnect?
I know a tech consultant judge.
Did you plug back in?
Yes, yes.
Okay, will you cue the video again for me?
And no medical history other than his asthma. I mean, his Lyme disease, but I mean, his painful sometimes. Medicine for it. What does he take? What medicine does he take? Can you find it and tell us?
So they are blurring out pictures of the children because this is going to be or is being live streamed and commentated by a lot of people. It does seem that the state and the judge is making it very, very, or it's very important that the children aren't published at all. So they blurred out pictures of the children that were hanging on the wall.
Good. Yeah.
Hey guys, and him on downtime. He's been asymptomatic since we got here. He's had 2 epis and
I don't think that's a fan. I think that might be a Lucas machine. So it's kind of like a machine that helps with CPR. Now, typically those are used in hospitals, but there might be a CPR machine.
When their can blood sugar is 458.
Cam, you want to come out? What's your first name? What's your first name? Yeah, let me talk to you out there for a second. Let them do their work in there. So what happened today? When you say we were fine, what time did you see him when he was alert?
We had a drink together at 9 to celebrate something at work tomorrow.
Okay.
We went to bed. I went to bed with my kids. He went to bed in our bed.
What time did you guys go to bed?
9:30.
9:30. Okay.
9:45.
And then what alerted you to him today? Right now.
When I just woke up, I always when I sleep with my kids, I'll just wake up and I go back in my own bed.
Mm-hmm.
I just crawled over on his side.
And he was laying in bed? Okay.
He was on his back on the bed, and I just
Okay. And he was on, you said he was on his back? Okay. Where are your children now?
went to sleep in that room. Two are awake with their ear to the door. I
And-
don't want them to come out. Please somebody
No,
come out.
where are the other two at that are awake?
No, hallway bedroom.
And where's that at?
Who's there? First one to your left.
Okay. Is there any family members we can call right now?
Yeah, I need to call my mom. I need to call my mom so bad.
Okay.
I think I don't know. 911's still on the phone. They got my, I don't know.
Here. Okay.
I call my mom.
I'll give you a phone right now. Okay.
I need to call his dad. He's gonna be okay, right? Like I got in bed and then I just got
Yeah, they're doing their best. Okay, ma'am. Here, you can use my phone.
Mom. 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 Come to my house. Come to my house.
What's going on?
I don't know. Something's wrong with Eric. The police came after him for here. I don't know what's happening. He wasn't breathing. I don't know.
Who?
Eric.
Where's he at? I'm on my way.
I think my partner found your phone.
We shall limp through. For the love of God, I do not know what's going on. We will brave it through. I did stop it when my internet blipped out. Yes, I understand the internet's crappy. I get that. I really do. Okay, so we should be back and I should be streaming, so we will go.
And then when did you discover him? What time? About 3. Did you immediately call the 911?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got up and, well, as soon as I turned over and he was cold,
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like something was wrong. So, I mean, I just put the blanket on it because I just thought it was room cold. So I just, and then I sat there for a minute and I just didn't feel like breathing or anything. And so I just was like,
Okay.
and he just felt so heavy.
Mm-hmm. Any COVID or anything like that?
We all just got over COVID.
Okay.
You know,
And and when was that?
a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so not recently.
Well, he just, they had like had a negative test. So I was the last positive and then he had it. So his last negative test was a week ago.
Okay.
And in case it was hard to hear, I do have the sound boosted up, but let me double check since we had the internet kind of hiccup. That is, yeah, so this isn't Invisible Eyebrow Lady. This is Kouri Richins talking to the first kind of responding officers as as the first responders are still working on Eric. And she basically said that they had all had the coof 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that he had a negative test at least within the last week. So Eric had a negative COVID test.
Hey, ma'am, what's your name? I'm sorry, what was that?
Corey,
With a C?
Kouri.
Awesome, and I will be doing breakdowns at the end of each live stream that will be like their own separate 15, 20-minute video. Just kind of a breakdown of the day.
Mhm.
And let me rewind since I was talking over that.
We gummies. Sometimes he'll go gummies before he goes to bed.
Mhm.
You didn't seem like you did though.
It's like a gummy, as in like a THC gummy? Okay.
I think it's yes. Yes, it is.
And who is his primary care physician? Who?
Herb Lepley.
How you spell it? How's
Lepley.
Lepley? When was he last seen? When was that? Kids are awake. They're in that door. She said to the left.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were maybe more progressive.
Master bedroom.
I don't know if that's an option.
Door of the master bedroom. So basically, she said, went to bed at 9:30. She slept with the kids because then she goes to bed when she was in bed. And around 3 o'clock, moved in her bed. He was cold and heavy. He has Lyme disease. He got an allergy shot yesterday.
I would like to say I really appreciate this police officer and all the other first responders being compassionate, kind, and trying not to be loud or, you know, again, I appreciate this. Having had to deal with something very much like this, the fact that they're being compassionate and being very respectful is just, it's a good human thing.
He might have taken a gummy. THC gummy last night. So, other than that, just Lyme disease.
I already had dispatched Emmy Dix.
It's probably gonna be big here.
I don't know. Probably no callers.
Yeah, like he wasn't safe. Like he. Did you call someone to come in today?
One K32. What's my case number? Copy. Yeah, firm. And the complaint's gonna be the wife, first name of Kouri.
And I really appreciate how that the female first responder is sitting next to her. Again, at this point, they don't know anything except that she's in need of compassion.
Scott, pause there for a minute. Thank you, sir. Scott, don't change anything for a minute, please. Yeah, don't change anything for a moment. Let me see if I can fix this from my end.
Ooh.
Scott, can you go back 5 or 10 seconds and test sound for me?
We're good. We're just waiting for our Emmy, OME, and our detective to show.
Yeah. I don't know if he had an aneurysm or something with all the blood. That's, I mean, there's a lot of blood for some unknown reason.
Were you first on scene?
We were second. The Southside fire guy was here before us.
And there was blood before they.
A little bit coming out as soon as we start doing compressions with the Lucas. It's when the blood came out. So,
Okay.
I don't know.
No pulse or anything?
No,
Okay.
no, he was cold. I think he's been down a while. Not a long time, but he's been down a minute. He was asexually the whole time. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Pretty young.
Yeah.
Maybe took some gummies.
Yeah, that's what she
That's what
said.
she said. And then the hydrocodone. I think there was hydrocodone or something.
It
From
was
96 or something.
2016.
2016, yeah. Pretty old.
Did you take that?
We don't know. It was
It's
sitting
in
there though.
It's in the drawer right there.
There's something.
It
What
is.
is this right here? Is that it? What he's taking for Lyme disease?
Yeah.
Started to look that up. So it was filled in 2016.
Yeah, that one.
Is that under his name? I think he sleeps on that side of it though.
Was that?
I don't know.
That might be hers. Is it in
It's
his
his.
name? Oh, it's his. Okay. That's empty, right? Or something?
Yeah.
Maybe we gave him Narcan. That would have been a few. You know, such a line there.
And then you arrived, he was already on the floor, right?
Yeah, she had pulled him down to the floor.
Kouri? I'm gonna need to ask you some questions real quick, okay? Has he ever been in the military?
No,
No. Does he use tobacco?
no.
No. And what does he do for a living?
He owns a stone mason company.
And then when you discovered him, was he on the bed? Yes.
He's just laying on his side like normal.
Okay.
I just thought he was cold. It was cold in there, so I put the blanket on him. But his body just felt like heavy, and
And which way was he facing? Was he facing towards?
no, he was just up, just facing up.
Oh, so he's laying on his back.
Facing on his
Okay.
back.
And then did you pull him to the ground?
Yeah, that's what the lady on the phone told me to do,
Okay.
was to take the sheet and pull the sheet
Okay.
to the ground so I could do CPR.
Okay. What's his highest level of education?
It's a bachelor's degree.
Okay.
This
Any
man has been active. He didn't just die in his sleep. This is insane.
mental health conditions? No. Okay.
No,
How about any suicidal
no,
history? No.
never.
Okay.
No.
Has he been seen by a doctor in the last 30 days?
No.
Okay. Has any prescriptions been filled in the last 30 days? No. Has he had a history of falling or anything? No. Any history of prescription abuse? No.
I mean, when he was in high school and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Painkillers, I think.
Yeah, I was noticing her puppy. Now, again, I have cats, but when I have chronic pain, so when my cats know I'm having a bad pain day, they will come and lay on my legs, and they're general sociopaths. So I mean, they come to me when they want food, they want cuddles. Rarely do they come to me out of the kindness of their hearts unless I'm in pain. Um, so I noticed that the dog isn't, trying to climb into her lap to give comfort, but that might be maybe the dog has been trained not to try to jump into laps. Um, I noticed she didn't reach out to the dog. I will say that if a dog happened to come around me and when I was that anxious, I would reach out and um, probably seek comfort in the dog. What I will say is that grief is incredibly personal. Even though, Corey and I might both be or have been widows, we didn't walk the same path. So it's incredibly hard for me to judge grief, knowing that I'm incredibly stoic when it comes to grief. I don't like having like, even too much of an outburst for me with grief. For me, grief is an incredibly intense thing that I don't wanna have in front of relative strangers. So, I would probably come off as very, very stoic, very controlled, maybe even monotone, because I don't it's not that I don't have those feelings, it's that I don't want to share them with other people. Uh, Grief is very out of control, and I don't like showing people me that out of control. So there's very few people that have actually seen me grieve, um, in so much as I was able to until very few years ago. So while, people are gonna say this and that as to how she's reacting, I will just throw out there as a devil's advocate that when I lost my first husband, I probably seemed incredibly businesslike and very, very stoic and very matter of a fact because I was the only person my kids had left. I had to get the ducks in a row. I had to figure things out. I didn't have the luxury of breaking down or having a nice house or what have you. So I will say that that's the only thing I will do as far as judging her kind of body language, is that it's an incredibly personal thing, so I'm going to be bystanding as far as trying to, psychoanalyze her, um, in this. As far as I've seen, her grief reaction has been somewhat normal. Again, actually much more showy than what mine would be. In fact, mine, I would probably be very monotone, very, "What are we gonna do? What are the next steps?" I go into crisis management mode. So, what I will say is, objectively, I probably looked a lot more suspicious than Kouri did, with the way I behaved when my first husband passed away. So, I'm not a good judge of this.
Or maybe a reaction to his shots yesterday.
I need to say it feel good from them. Like,
He didn't look good last night.
he looked pale last night, and I asked if you were okay, and he said yeah, but he was saying his chest was hurting, but
Has he have any history of illicit drug use or anything in the
no,
past year?
no, never.
Okay. Do you have the phone number to Herb, his doctor? I can't.
I don't know yet, honey. We'll see what we get.
I don't. It's just at the Park City Family Clinic, Family Hospital, or
Yeah, I can look it up.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Who told the boys? Carter said a cop told him. Why did you tell a child?
Well, they shouldn't have told him. I asked him
Oh.
not to tell him.
They all know. They told me.
How do they know?
Well, Carter told me, a cop told me.
Will they have told him?
No, I didn't.
We were in there, so we were maybe a fire
Do they
department.
know?
Maybe they, yeah, they
Oh my freaking god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I want. Oh my god!
God, that number just kept ringing this morning, and I'm like,
Yeah, because we couldn't find her phone.
I thought somebody called from his cell phone, and then when you Google it, it says it's a spoof number. I'm gonna go up here to these people.
Mom, is the door closed? My room?
Yeah.
Yes, we-
They won't let me. Is he still here?
So I'll explain to you what the process is right now. Because he was in good health and his age and everything like that. Okay. Our medical examiner is going to come and do their investigation real quick, and then also our detective, just to make sure that everything's documented, correctly. And then from there, they'll explain to you what's going to happen. Most likely, what I'm thinking, because he has no serious health problems or anything like that. His age, most likely, they're going to take his body to the
Oh my God.
medical examiner's office just to make sure that, there wasn't anything else.
Okay.
All right. You have any questions for me right now?
No. He had allergy shots yesterday.
Yeah. And that's what she was
Wasn't feeling
saying.
good last night when I was here.
What kind of allergy shots?
It's weekly shots.
Him and his boy get weekly shots.
They're both just feeling kind of.
Like seasonal allergies?
Yeah.
Okay. Season. And where was that at?
Park City.
Park City.
Family Medical?
No. Jeremy Ranch, Granger Medical.
Granger? Okay.
Oh God.
I did. They're all watching TV. I said, you guys got to go back to sleep. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Cam.
Yeah. Need to go over there and Sally Port to get the van keys.
Okay.
So do this here with you.
Yep.
We don't know. We went to bed.
Hey, Clint's here. He's gonna help. Where are my boys?
The kids are in the
Where's my brother?
He's in this room.
No.
Corey, is there a way we could relocate your boys upstairs?
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of traffic.
Yeah, I'll tell her now. What? Wait, come on. Come on. Come on. See you. Bob, come on. Come on, Bob. Stay down. Come on,
Yeah, the mom said, or the sister said, "Where are my boys? My messages are taking forever."
I can explain to her if you want to go.
And I will do a breakdown of what happened today at the end of the day. So, like when I was covering current trials, I'll kind of give you, I'm up to page 20 in notes, but I'll kind of give you a breakdown of what went on today. But my messages are not showing up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that was the sister. And the sister said, "Where are my boys?" Yeah, was there already a family rift as far as even the care of the boys? Because kind of it seems I kind of feel bad for Kouri. It seems like Kouri was a shitty wife, so no joke, but it kind of seems like Kouri against all of Eric's family.
I miss everything. I miss for his will, everything. I miss power of attorney. I miss everything.
You don't have to
Go
worry about
upstairs.
that kind of stuff right now.
With the boys. Go upstairs with the boys.
Yeah, she's coming off as really.
No, it's all it's natural, okay? Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Oh, no, Edward Scott, I agree with you. They had good reason. It's just
Okay, I gotta breathe. Oh my god, I gotta breathe. I just talked to him like a couple hours ago.
well, the person who's hyperventilating is actually the sister. Kouri is the one in the kind of plaid PJs. So the one who's hyperventilating and um being very emotional is actually the sister.
He just woke up and he wasn't breathing. I went to bed. I went to Josh's bed because I'm a nightmare. So I went back to our room and it was free. And I just turned over to cuddle him and his body was just so cold. Gone a while.
So the only information I know from what the medical staff that was here is he was cold to the touch, okay, and it seemed like he was down for a while.
We
So-
went to bed, he was fine at 9:30. I mean, that's when I went to the bedroom with Ashton. I mean, so unless he went like, I didn't hear anything. I didn't even yell. He didn't say anything was wrong. Nothing happened. Like nothing happened. Oh my god, this is not real. Nothing happened. Like I didn't hear anything. And right across the room, like if he was in pain, why didn't he yell? It sounds like he wasn't. I know, but wait, I mean, I'm such a light sleeper, I could have heard anything. I just could have heard anything if he just said Kouri, like I would have. He was so cold. He was so cold. I'm gonna have to get to it. I lost my brother. Can I go talk to my boss isn't there? He goes, no, Great. I'm here for you, though. See? We can get through this. No. I don't know if we're gonna make it through it. After the most voice. Okay. Doesn't seem real. Doesn't seem real. Yeah. I'm probably gonna go. I can't see your back. I can't talk to you. I'm sorry, I can't. I couldn't tell you. I can't. Okay, so where do we?
Did you catch that? So Kouri said something about I can't talk to you right now. I can't I was trying to catch the conversation and they were kind of talking back and forth and then I heard, "Yeah, but I lost my brother." And then Kouri said something high pitched, and all I caught was, "I can't talk to you right now. I can't deal with this right now." So I don't know if we're already witnessing there being a lot of tension in this relationship. Uh, but we saw on camera that the sister has already in this short time come in and, started spilling the tea on Kouri.
Yes, I did. What do we have to do?
What's that?
Is there anything that we need to do?
So we're just going to document some. So there's some protocols we have to document. Like I explained to them, next thing is our detective and our medical examiner is going to respond to the location. They're going to do their investigation and document everything. And then most likely, because of his age, his health and everything else,
We do it autopsy.
most likely. But that's their that's their field, not ours. So for us, our thing is now we have to just secure the scene until they get here. And then once it's released, it's up to them.
I don't believe she's being questioned per se. I believe they were called out because of the possible death, and since it has now become a death investigation, and because of Eric's age at the time, I think it was going to be ruled kind of a death that needed further investigation because there was no apparent reason for him to drop down dead since he was in apparent good health. So I don't think they're questioning her, kind of interrogating her. I think they're just getting information and kind of explaining that in circumstances like this is the next thing that will happen.
And then most likely you guys will be able to,
I told the guy that.
Yeah,
I said,
I
you
think
could
we
go
want him to
before we went to
go
bed, but that's.
to the funeral home and work.
okay. And that's something you could talk to our medical examiner about.
I mean, no, they did those all the time. Seriously, we were just laughing and joking. I don't talk about tomorrow. We were celebrating. We were just celebrating. You guys talk for tomorrow. For what?
So excited.
Heather May, we haven't gotten there. The witnesses so far have been Eric's dad, Eric's sister, who was mainly questioned by both sides about the trust and kind of what information she had given to the state um, through their private investigation or private investigator for a civil lawsuit. The sister was kind of the executor or the trustee slash executor of not only Eric's estate but his trust, which managed the house. And Alice G, this is a current case. This is the Kouri Richins trial. It just started today. So we are on day one. So you guys haven't missed a whole lot. We've only had, this is our fourth witness. So the first witness was the father. The second witness was the sister, who is also the kind of executrix of the estate. Then we had her husband, who is, I guess, kind of been the property manager of the marital home since Kouri has been in jail, and kind of what access people have had to the house. And now we're on this particular Deputy Vincent Nguyen, and he was one of the first responders there, and we're just watching his body cam footage. So that's kind of where we've gotten today. We have had a lot of sidebars and a lot of kind of figuring out how we're going to run the trial. So we haven't had a whole lot of people, but it has been interesting.
We were 9:30, 9:45. Like, I know. I know. And then he's like, well, let's have a drink and then let's go to bed. But I'm like, okay. So we did. And then that was it. Good night, Alice. Good night, Alice. That was so sweet. Good night. I love you. It's just like, it was so cold. It just was so cold.
Yes and no. People respond to grief differently. The sister looks like she's in management mode.
Animals that sleep in the bedroom with him,
Yeah, my
The
dog.
dog.
the dog on the bed with him.
Most
Yeah,
of the time.
he's like a 10-pound little
Oh.
sleepy.
Okay, was he
With Eric every day.
was he on the bed when you came in?
Was he on the bed?
No, he was in there when I came in. Is your dad on the way, Katie? I don't
know.
what to
He
do.
called me, and I just like screamed, and everyone woke up, and then we're here. I don't think he can even function. I'm trying to find someone to go with. Oh, my dad's almost here. Oh.
Oh my God, I can't tell him, Katie. I can't even.
I'll do it.
I don't. It's fine. He was fine.
I'll do it. My sister's almost here.
Can you just please explain to them the process
Yeah.
that they can't pass the threshold until
that's
it's
what
really
you're doing? Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Was that what you're doing, standing there?
Okay. Yeah, I thought you were like seeing if I was gonna pass out or something.
No,
'Cause I
and-
like my.
And that too, you know.
I'm so shaky. I think I'm gonna stay sitting until I will go. It's okay.
Like, why do you have that stuff on his nose? It was like,
A medical personnel person, but what the ambulance said was he did have blood
I
in his
saw
mouth.
all the blood
So-
everywhere.
You know, they don't know. It might have been an aneurysm. They don't know.
His dad has blood clots. I mean, he had blood in his stuff. It was like snot or something.
Yeah,
I don't-
because when they do the CPR, he gets the blood flowing and it gets moving, and if it's not pumping, it'll-
Oh my God. Well, when I was trying to just do the chest compressions, it just.
So Corey, do you have any other medications except for that? Where would he keep his medication?
Our house, not for that. Our house cleaner just cleaned. I can't find where she put anything. But he doesn't take his Lyme disease doctor just is weaning him off of his Lyme disease medication, so he's just taking vitamins for that. It gave him something like for the pain because it causes it just burns his body, so he has pain medicine. And
Is it that green bottle?
I honest to God don't know. I don't know. That was the one I found in his bag that he just took to St. George because we just went to St. George. I would assume that, but that looked old to me. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry. All right, so Deputy Wynn, I want to show you a couple other exhibits. They'll pop up on your screen there and we'll kind of move through them. So first let's do exhibit 1-4S1. And let's do 1-4S2. I'll ask you all the same questions about these. 1-4S3. 1-4S4. And 1-4S5. You recognize all of those photographs?
Yes, I do.
Are those still shots or screen grabs from the body camera we just watched?
Yes, it is.
I'll move to admit those 5.
Judge. 1-4 through 5 admitted are to the jury.
If we could, please. And Scott, if you could just move through each of these. Now, if we could bring up Exhibit 2-41 for the witness. Do you recognize what kind of document this is?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's a voluntary written statement that we provide.
And whose name and signature is at the bottom?
Miss Kouri Richins.
Okay, I'll move to admit Exhibit 2-41.
No objection, Judge. 241 is admitted.
And if you could publish that, please. And maybe zoom in on the text for a moment. It's a little small.
Let's see. I'm going to pause it. Eric and I put the kids to bed around 9 p.m. We had a drink around 9:15 p.m. to celebrate work, brushed our teeth around 9:30 p.m. We laid in bed for about 5 minutes. My son was having nightmares, so I went to sleep in his bed. My husband and I said good night. I love you. I woke up around 3 a.m. to go back to bed, got into our bed, went to hug, cuddle Eric, and he was freezing. I put a blanket on him, then gently pushed him until and jarred him maybe, but he didn't respond and his body was heavy, a weird feeling. I know something was wrong. I turned the lights on. He was pale, not breathing. I called 911. She told me to do CPR, pull him off the bed with sheets, and I did. Then a paramedic showed up and took over from there. I mean, seems about it's very matter of fact. Now, the brushing the teeth thing wouldn't be something that I would think to write. It's very detailed for someone who is supposedly emotionally overwhelmed to have this kind of narrative and to know at 9:15 to celebrate work and 9:30. I don't know that I would have all of those times in my head. That being said, maybe she's good with time.
Scott, you can take it down. And the jury will have a chance to review this in their deliberations as well if you didn't have a chance to read it. So Deputy Wynn, other than what we saw on that body camera footage, what were your other responsibilities that night at the home?
Also a crime scene log, and a
I'm sorry, Your Honor, could you ask him to maybe keep
Just move the mic up. Yeah.
Close to your face. Like you can hold the mic towards you if you like.
so a crime scene log and also a death checklist.
As part of that death checklist, are you looking for anything that might have explained Eric Richins' death?
Yes, there's certain questions that we ask and we just fill in the answers.
So you mentioned on the video that you were securing the scene. Was that something else that you were doing?
Yes, I was.
So we also saw in the video that Kouri Richins volunteered THC gummies to you. Did
Yes.
you see any THC gummies in the home?
No, I did not.
What would you have done if you had seen them?
I would document where they were at and advise the detectives and CSI upon their arrival of where it was at.
As you're looking for things that might have explained Eric Richins' death, did you see any illicit drugs in the home?
I did not.
What would you have done if you had?
Again, document where they were at and relay that to investigations.
And same question for drug paraphernalia. Did you see any drug paraphernalia in the home?
I did not.
And what would you have done if you had?
Document where it was and relay it to investigations.
Give me just a moment. Those are all my questions for you. Thank you, Deputy Wynn.
Mr. Ramos.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, before we get started on the motion, as we were watching the video, I had what had previously been provided to defense.
What in the hipster 19-year-old is this? Is Doogie Howser allowed to practice law? Why do we have a 15-year-old up at the lectern?
Of a transcript, and we've seen the transcript that was shown.
Also, what in the double pair of unfortunate glasses? I am so
Mr.
sorry.
Ramos, is this the same or different than 1-4T?
So, and I'll explain.
Or is it a partial?
So it appears to be sections, kind of clips. So as this was being presented, that's what I was going off of. I noticed that the transcript that was presented is different than what we
You
have.
come up for a second. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, and I thought the defense told us that there was, oh gosh, blend your foundation, ma'am. Blend. You blend until you hear Marissa Tomei, okay? I am sorry. My internet is sucky because of the weather. So I do apologize for it being laggy. Hopefully by tomorrow, the internet gods will be kind to me. And this is sidebar 11.
Mr. Nguyen, good afternoon. I don't even know what time it is.
Good afternoon.
Let's start off where we just left off. Ms. Shervanak was asking you questions about what it is that you did or what you would have done had you found certain things. Fair?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you arrive. What we just saw, the videos we saw, that's from your body cam.
Yes.
You indicated that it is always off unless you turn it on. I think is what you meant. I think you said it's always on until you turn it on, but what you meant was it's always on until you turn it on. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in this case, we saw clips of it. Would you agree that's correct? Not from the you
I don't know.
you don't
I don't recall.
if you had turned it off, when would you have turned it off?
When the call was over.
Okay. So if you were still inside the house doing the investigation, the camera would remain on.
Yes.
Okay. And if you had turned it on or off, You would have indicated that in your report, correct?
Yes.
For any other reason other than the call was over. Excuse me.
Yes.
Now, you indicated that you arrived around 3:40. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, you left, I believe it's Officer Deputy Pimentel. You let him get out, check out. Is that correct? When it was time for him to go off duty.
I think so.
Okay. How long were you there?
I don't recall.
2 hours?
I don't recall.
Were you there when the Mr. Richins' body was removed?
I was not.
You were not. So it was before then.
Yes.
Okay. Was it before or after Mr. Gene Richins arrived?
It was after.
Okay. Do you recall anything about when you left?
I don't.
Do you recall seeing Deputy Woody, Detective Woody?
I don't recall.
Would looking at your report refresh your recollection? Do you have a copy of it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Could you go ahead and pull that up, and I'm going to see what you have. Give me 1 second. This is different from what I
It's
have.
probably have it on the other side.
Yes. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure there's different formats. So I just want to make sure I have the same one you do. Fair?
Fair.
I'm going to give this back to you. Go ahead and take a look at that or any other reports you have. Let me know what time you left.
It's not time stamped. So probably at the last paragraph where it says, upon their arrival, I released the scene to Deputy Orgel and I responded to the sheriff's office to book in the photos from the incident and uploaded the death investigation checklist.
Okay. So then if you go to the paragraph before that, does that give you a better idea of who was present when you were still there?
Yes.
Tell me.
Well, while waiting for...
You don't have to read it. You
Oh.
could just, if that's refresh your memory.
So after Sergeant DeBotello left, upon Deputy Orgel and Detective Woody and the medical examiner Sessions upon their arrival, then I left.
Okay. So then at some point after you let DeBotello go off watch, you then waited for those three individuals, correct?
Yes.
Orgel,
Orgel, yes.
Orgel, apologies. Sessions
Yes.
and Woody.
Yes.
So they arrived and then you left, correct?
Yes.
Did you speak with Woody?
I think, no, I don't recall. I don't recall.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Would you have put it in your notes?
Yes.
Okay. And it's not in your notes.
No.
And your body cam, based on what you just said earlier, would have still been on while Woody, while Orgel, while Sessions was there, right?
Yes.
Unless you would have shut it off,
Yes.
which you didn't.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to put up just a still in just a minute of your body cam, okay? But before I do that, I want to ask you about your body cam. What software or what hardware does your body cam use?
I don't know.
You're not familiar with Axon?
It wasn't an Axon.
It wasn't an Axon.
No, it was not.
So what is it?
It was at the time WatchGuard.
WatchGuard. Now, those WatchGuard that you use, does that have an audit trail system?
I don't recall.
Okay. When you're done with a call, what happens to that video?
It gets uploaded.
Automatically?
Upon, I think that system, when we stop it and we go to the station, it uploads.
Okay. And did you do that here?
Do it where?
In this case?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure.
And where did you do that?
I don't recall.
Now, this wasn't the first time you were wearing that body cam, was it?
It was not.
Okay. How many times had you worn that body cam before March 4th?
A lot.
5,
More.
20,
More.
100,
More.
thousands?
Possibly.
And in those thousands, you've uploaded videos of your body cam, correct?
Correct.
You're familiar with the footage and how to upload it.
At this time, I don't remember because we changed systems, and I don't remember how that system worked.
Does it have a little USB cord?
No, I think it automatically Wi-Fi at that system was a Wi-Fi.
Perfect. So now we have Wi-Fi. Which Wi-Fi? At your home?
No,
Where?
a secured Wi-Fi at the office.
Okay. So you would have come back here, just across the ways here, correct?
Yes.
And would it have been in your desk?
No.
A separate room?
No.
Where?
In my car.
Okay, when did Hank Brennan have a Latin son? I'm asking for a friend because I feel like I'm watching Hank Brennan with a tan. Maybe it's the glasses, but what in the name of cheese doodles is this trial?
In your car.
Yes.
So you connect to the Wi-Fi in your car or to the station?
Station.
Okay. So you come back and you do a Wi-Fi upload, correct?
Correct.
Now, at one point, you're
I'm
told
scared.
that it's been uploaded successfully.
I don't get notification that it's been complete.
So you just show up and it just automatically goes?
Yes.
You don't press a button saying upload?
No.
Okay, so now the software system it's an automatic Wi-Fi connection without you having to do anything to your body cam. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And at one point, you did review what we just saw, or the full length of the body cam we just saw, correct?
Correct.
And you made sure that it was complete, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So if actually, let me ask you this. In your report, since you don't remember, in your report, can you please look to see if you indicate that you shut off the body cam for any reason?
I did not.
So you did not shut it off?
No, I did not put that in my report that I shut it off.
Okay. Now, sitting here right now, you don't know if you shut it off before Mr. Orgel, Miss Sessions, or Miss Woody arrived, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let's talk about how you secured the crime scene. Where we saw you going around the house was limited to the first floor, correct?
Correct.
Did you go anywhere else?
Just the living room.
Okay. You didn't go in the kitchen?
No,
You didn't go in the garage?
I did not.
The detached garage?
I did not.
Now you took photographs,
No,
right?
this is
Yes.
so this is the defense's cross. So he is on the defense, and This is a state's witness, so
And you started getting bits and pieces about what happened, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And you started telling your fellow deputies about it, correct?
Correct.
And you start piecing everything together, right?
Correct.
Okay. You heard, for example, or you saw rather, when you arrived, EMS personnel, correct?
Correct.
Now, do you know any of those? Did you know any of those EMS personnel before arriving?
Before arriving, I didn't know who was responding.
But individually, have you worked with them before?
Only one.
Which one was that?
Sergeant Cernich.
Cernich. He's the one in the red, right?
Correct.
And Cernich and all the other EMS are talking amongst themselves about what happened, correct?
I assume I wasn't listening.
Okay. When Detective Woody appears, shows up to relieve you, you don't recall whether you gave Woody any information about what you have learned?
I do not.
Okay. You would have put that in your notes.
That I would have passed on information.
Correct.
Possibly. If not, I would just tell her, explain her a brief of what I observed and to pass on information.
Right, because this is a case where there is a dead body, right?
Yes.
And a detective is coming, right?
Yes.
You yourself told the family, told Kouri, hey, this is the protocol. This is what's going to happen, right?
Correct.
Because of his young age, right?
Correct.
Because he didn't have any mental health problems.
Correct.
Because he wasn't suicidal.
Correct.
All of these questions that you were asking Kouri were important, correct?
Correct.
And you were using it not only to fill out a form, right? It was to gather information.
On the form.
hey, settle down, Doogie Howser. This man hasn't been aggressive with you. I'm really a fan of lawyers matching energies. And this witness, while maybe being a little bit hapless and a little bit less detail oriented than I'd want my police officers, it 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 kind of looks unnecessarily aggressive. So Hank, come deal with your son.
But for yourself.
On the form so that we're required to ask.
Okay, so you weren't trying to get any information to pass it on to any other detective coming in to see what happened to Mr. Richins?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was getting additional information.
Of course, because
Yes.
this is important,
Yes.
right? Just like as counsel had indicated earlier, precision in this profession matters, and it matters even more in your profession, correct?
Correct.
So
We want to talk about precision and this haircut for any reason. Like, do we want to talk about how the part isn't even crisp over here? Do we want to talk about how you way stopped with the little, what is going on here? We've got Jeff with the mustache. We've got this, whatever this hairdo is. We've got no eyebrows. Good Lord.
you're there, you're gathering information for whatever's to come, correct?
Correct.
Because you don't know what's going to happen to this case that you were dispatched to, correct?
Correct.
You don't know if somebody's going to be charged, correct?
Correct.
You are a fact gatherer, correct?
Correct.
More importantly, you're a truth seeker, correct?
Correct.
Because you don't care or shouldn't care what this piece of evidence here means, correct?
I do care if it's evidence.
But that's important. My point is this, is you are going to approach every single piece of evidence equally.
Correct.
Hey, and in order to do
Unlike your barber with
you
the
need
clippers.
to know what it is that you're looking for, correct?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Again,
let's take this
unlike your
example.
barber with the
You
clippers.
knew that they had taken a celebratory shot, correct?
A drink?
A drink.
Yes.
Okay. So, you know he's young, Mr. Richins, correct?
Correct.
You know that the protocol is to have a deputy and a medical examiner come in, correct?
Correct.
Because it's unusual that he died, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So maybe something is in this drink, correct?
Possibly, but
Possibly. Possibly. Did you possibly go to the kitchen?
I did not.
You did not. Did you possibly look in the sink?
I did not.
You did not.
Let's be real. I don't think this particular patrolman has a lot of initiative. He's not a detective. He would not be one that's going to start CSIing stuff. So no, he didn't do, all of this stuff because that's not his job as a patrolman. He's not going to supersede his chain of command and decide to, go all dirty Harry. What Sir, whatever amount of caffeine and or allegedly Adderall you're on, it's much too high. You are wound so tightly, I'm afraid that you're turning the carbon atoms in your body into diamonds right now. And as a type A, like, I am too type A to function, and you're even making me anxious. He's like, "What do you want for dinner? You can't handle the truth."
Did you possibly tell another deputy he was there, go to the kitchen?
I did not.
Did you possibly tell somebody else, go look in the sink?
I did not.
You did not. That possibly is important, right?
Yes.
Yes. When somebody loses their life, it's important.
Okay, Johnny
Right.
Notgren.
Yes.
If you didn't examine it, you must acquit. If he didn't pick up the Moscow Mule, we can't put her in the Huel. I- What in the Johnny Cochran is going on here?
You asked, and we all heard, you asked Miss Richins countless questions, right?
Yes.
And she answered all of them.
Method acting.
Yes.
Yes. You asked her questions that were on your sheet, right?
Yes.
And then you asked her questions as things came up, right?
I did. Yes.
Yes. Now, we saw you standing in the hall, and you were preventing people from going into her master bedroom, correct?
Correct.
To preserve.
Oh my god, I am so sorry, you guys, but this man is hilarious. This if you guys watch Futurama, he is calculating the shit out of this. I have never seen such terrible acting. Oh my god. This man is raising my blood pressure and making me anxious. What the hell is going on?
The scene. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, the reason you're doing that is because of all of these possiblies, correct?
Correct.
So, one of those possiblies was that hydrocodone bottle, correct?
Correct.
Now, you took a picture of it.
I don't recall taking a picture of it.
Do you recall somebody taking a picture of it?
Yes, this is a defense
Do
attorney.
you recall somebody opening it?
I don't recall.
Do you recall?
What in the mime is this? I'm glad that he practiced under Marcel Marseille because he is obviously a mimologist.
Somebody taking a picture of the inside of it?
I don't recall.
Do you recall getting that hydrocodone bottle and putting it in an evidence bag?
I did not do that.
You did not. Did anybody do that?
I don't recall.
He was just the first responder on the
Now-
scene.
Having a celebratory drink, you found out, happened in the house, correct?
Yes.
They didn't go out somewhere, correct?
Correct.
And you knew that Miss Richins' mother was also there, right?
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
I didn't know she was there.
Really? I'm gonna have 1 second.
I what in for the
I think we all knew that she was there because we just heard Miss Darden say, "Yeah, you look pale." So you
why
didn't
was
know
her
that
mom there?
Kouri's mom was there the night before?
I did not know she was in the house the night before.
There. Now, you were told, and you do know, that Kouri said maybe he took some gummies. You remember that, right?
Yes.
And and you have, I imagine, familiarity with gummies, right?
Yes.
You have familiarity with gummies. I'm watching this trial. I probably need one. Heather, I have no idea what's going on here. That was in the courtroom. I think that was the defense attorneys. I have no idea what's going on here other than apparently we're asking the cop if he's familiar with THC gummies.
Now, to be clear, I'm not saying you take them. I'm just saying you're familiar with them, correct?
Yes.
I need
Yeah,
one
big
for this
deal.
trial.
They're not that big,
No.
right?
Yes.
You didn't search for those.
No, I did not specifically search for those.
Not specifically. Please elaborate.
I didn't go out and search because I was not in charge of looking for medication or anything like that.
Oh. So you weren't in charge of it. Who was?
Deputy Pimentel.
Okay. So you told Deputy Pimentel to go do that.
That was his job.
This man has obviously never worked on a chain of command. No, this patrol officer isn't telling the detective to do diddly squat.
To look for medications or anything like that.
Right. But what I'm saying is, somebody would have to tell him, hey, go search for this.
I passed that information to Sergeant DiBotello.
Correct. You're passing along the information. Now, you were there for an unknown time, and you indicated Pimentel was the one who's in charge of looking for that, correct?
Yes, he was assigned for that duty.
Now, at one point, you relieve him. Oh, correct?
Deputy Pimentel?
Correct.
I don't recall.
You just indicated a little bit ago that you relieved him so he can leave.
Oh, when he left, yes.
Yes.
For him to leave.
Correct. You relieved him, right?
Yeah, not the medical checklist duty, but to relieve him to leave.
Correct.
Yes.
On his way home. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So who did you assign to take over his responsibility?
I don't recall.
Could you please look at your report?
Where are we going with this? If he had a point that I could figure out, I wouldn't be bothered. But he feels like he's, in To Kill a Mockingbird.
I don't indicate that. I did not indicate that in my report.
So how would we know if that was even done?
Because Deputy Pimentel will possibly write his supplemental report that cover what he did.
Okay. So we'll ask when he's called by the state. We'll ask him. Now, here's a thought. You don't search for gummies. And you would agree this whole environment's a traumatic environment?
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yes, it is.
For everybody. Correct?
Correct.
Yourself included.
Correct.
I mean, there's such a thing as secondary trauma, correct?
Correct.
Secondary trauma? First of all, this man, a man this anal retentive, does not believe in anything as banal as secondary trauma. So, and I'm not discounting the fact that our first responders do have an incredible amount of trauma to deal with dealing with, being a first responder. But this is so theatrical. What in the name of acting?
So, give everybody some grace. Now, you found out about the gummies from who?
Found out what gummies?
The
Who
colonel
told you
started
that he
in
might
the-
have taken gummies.
Oh, from Miss Kouri Richins.
Correct. So who would know where the gummies are?
Oh my gosh. I swear to goodness, the way he is asking this is like a sarcastic, bitchy 14-year-old girl who is mad that his mom didn't take him to Hot Topic to buy the latest Fallout Boy freaking, or I don't know, My Chemical Romance t-shirt.
Miss Kouri Richins.
And did you ask her?
I did not specifically ask her about the gummies.
Not specifically about the gummies. Please elaborate.
I asked her about his medical prescriptions.
Nope. We're talking about the gummies. Did you ask her, Miss Richins, about the gummies that she told you about, that she volunteered? Did you ask her where they were?
I did not.
You did not. Did you tell Pimentel to ask her?
I did not.
You did not. So it's not like they were hidden somewhere. You knew where they could have been. Correct?
I did not know where they...
You couldn't have asked a question? You couldn't have asked them where they were?
I could have.
And you did it, right?
Correct.
Now, you have been an officer since 2012, correct?
In Utah, yes, correct.
What about before?
West Virginia?
2003.
2003. In that time, you've learned quite a bit of things. Correct?
Correct.
How to investigate. Correct?
Correct.
How to document. Correct?
Correct.
How to interview. Correct?
Correct.
How important each case is. Correct?
Correct.
Because everybody counts or nobody counts. Correct?
Correct.
But his name is now Pablo Brennan.
Now, we talked about things that you didn't do. Let's talk about one thing you did do. Miss Richins told you how she got into bed and felt Eric's cold body.
Acting.
Yes.
And she starts trying to say, well, I mean, we keep the temperature up, right? Or down, correct?
Yes.
And what do you do with that piece of information? What do you notice?
That the temperature was set at 70 degrees.
Cold body.
Guilty.
And you check thermostat, correct?
Correct.
And you even make a note that you thought it was a little warm, correct?
I put down the temperature, correct.
What was the temperature?
70.
And what did it actually read at?
71.
That's attention to detail, right?
Correct.
Because she told you something about a temperature and you wanted to verify it, correct?
Correct.
But it's only what you want to verify, correct?
No.
It's not. We'll leave it. Let's talk about times. Everybody's looking at that clock right now, and I'll try to shut up real quick. But I might need to come back tomorrow and judge.
Oh God, no. Don't do that with your I don't know who needs to hear this, Kouri, you, but whatever the hell you just did with your tongue, don't do it.
Everybody's looking at that clock right now, and I'll try to shut up real quick. But I might need to come back tomorrow and judge. You gathered information about time, correct?
Correct.
You even get down to the minute at some points.
He used the longhand. He's a smart boy. What the hell is this? Oh my God. This is great. He was a theater kid. Look, as a former theater kid, we don't claim him.
Correct?
Correct.
When you're filling out the form, for example. Let's go back to that.
Did you
remember
use a
there was
number two
group of
pencil?
EMS people, including Mr. Cernich, correct?
Correct.
And you're writing down, what time did you guys get here? Correct?
I did not ask that question.
Did you overhear it?
I did not.
Really? Okay. We'll leave it alone. You need to document when things happen and where they happen, correct?
Correct.
Because you know that the information that's going to go into your report is going to be seen by other officers, correct?
Correct.
By possibly prosecutors, correct?
Correct.
By possibly judges, correct?
Correct.
by possibly jurors.
Miss
Correct?
Cleo.
Correct.
So, in your report, go ahead and review it and tell me if you identify times there.
There's several.
Let's start with the first. Are you on paragraph, let's see, 3,
Yes.
the narrative? Okay. And what is that time related to?
The time they had a drink,
Which was what?
9 o'clock.
Now, is that exactly 9 o'clock?
On my report,
No. Did it actually happen at 9 o'clock?
no, Miss Richins advised me that they had a drink at 9 o'clock.
Okay. And did you, I don't know, confirm with her how she knew that?
No, I took her word for it.
Correct. Now, you arrived at 3:40. Okay. What time were you dispatched?
I don't recall.
Were you dispatched? Would your dispatch be on your report?
Probably in the call logs.
Do you have that?
I do not.
Okay. Do you think did it take you 40 minutes to get there?
I don't recall.
Yeah, it's been several years.
So she says about 9 o'clock. You get there at 3:40, approximately, right?
Yes.
Now, during this time, you had some conversations with EMS, I believe it was Offred that we saw in the video. Is that correct?
Upon arrival,
No. During your investigation, during the video we just saw at the end, she indicated, it's the lady who indicated, oh, we think it's an aneurysm.
okay, yes,
And she had said he had been cold for a while, right?
correct.
Okay. Now, the reason times are important, right, is because you need to try to figure out, hey, when did he die, right?
Yes,
Okay. So when you say around 9, when you put around 9 in your report, or Ms. Richins says around 9, that's not exact. Correct?
it's going off her statement.
A generalization. Correct?
Yes,
Okay. Now, let's go to the next one. When's the next time you see a time arrival there?
the time they went to bed,
And when was that?
9:30.
So you say go to bed. Now, is that really when she closed her eyes and she was asleep?
The time she went to bed. I'm sorry.
Correct. Just went to bed, right? Like to
Yes.
their bedroom to start going to sleep. Correct?
Correct.
Judge, I think I'm pushing it. May we rest here and pick it up tomorrow? No, we're not. Is that okay?
Your Honor, I guess the fundamental question is, how much longer?
Oh, and we are up to 12. Yeah, I don't know how much longer feasibly his side or his cross-examination could be, simply because okay, and then Tree 19, maybe that makes sense. The mom was there the night before, and that's how she knew he was pale. I guess it just seems maybe they have that kind of relationship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've worked hard today. I appreciate your patience. Let's recess for the day. Some instructions, please, with fair warning that you will quickly become tired of me saying this, but I have to say it nonetheless. First, I need you to be back ready to get back to work tomorrow morning at 8:30, please. And if I can navigate my notes here, give me one moment. This evening, please remember, do not speak to anyone about this case. Don't speak to each other about it. Do not let anyone engage you about the case. It is off limits. Please do not read, watch, or listen to anything about the case. You have to either actually or effectively change the channel. Move on if you see a headline, go to a different website, change the radio channel, go to another TV channel. Please do not read, listen, or watch anything about the case. Please don't post anything about the case. No research, no Google, no maps, no dictionary. Everything you learn about this case, you have to learn in the courtroom. I appreciate your patience. Please travel safely. Follow the deputy's instructions. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30. You can leave those on your chairs if you want. Is that okay?
And I'm trying to pull up your chats, but chat is behind. Hopefully the internet will be fixed for tomorrow because that would be helpful.
All right, folks, have a seat. Deputy, I need you to be back tomorrow morning at 8:30.
Yeah.
Make that happen?
Yes.
Tonight, don't talk to anybody about your testimony. Okay? Can you agree to do that?
I agree.
Okay. You're free to go for the night, sir. Thank you.
So I believe that will still be 10:30 our time.
One moment, Counsel. Okay. Mr. Ramos, Ms. Nestor, Ms. Lewis, anything on the record today? Mr. Bloodworth, Ms. Shervinack.
Yes, Your Honor. Can we have a brief discussion as it relates to chain of custody, the Wainea case, and the state's need to bring in certain chain of custody witnesses, probably beginning tomorrow?
Okay. This is new to me. I don't have much context for it. Help me out.
Do you want to handle it? All right. Can I turn it over to Ms. Shervinack?
Sure, of course.
Thank you.
Always.
So, Your Honor, for the benefit of the record and for planning purposes for witness testimony tomorrow, a few days ago, the defense notified us that they are not stipulating to the chain of custody as it relates to the electronics, specifically phones, in this case. I thought they stipulated to the body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the state does not intend to call every law enforcement official who handled each phone. And the basis for this is State v. Wainea, 754 P. 2nd 667. Wainea essentially says the conclusion there is that once the evidence is in the hands of the state, it is generally presumed that that item is handled with regularity and absent an affirmative showing of bad faith or actual tampering, the chain of custody has been preserved. And so the state's position is that the defense has not, through either motion or proffer, made any affirmative showing of bad faith or actual tampering of these items. And absent that showing by the defense, it's the state's position we are not required to bring each of these witnesses in to testify in order to admit these items to evidence.
Will you be laying foundation for, I'm inferring, a warrant was served, this device was seized, it was booked into evidence, it was tagged in this way. That's how we know this information was received from that device.
Correct.
So you'll be calling that witness or witnesses to get to that point.
Certainly how the item was found, and our crime scene technician, and being transparent, our crime scene technician, Ms. Gibson, is prepared to testify. This item was booked into evidence. It was packaged in this way. I secured it in an evidence locker. And after that point, it is released at times for different investigative purposes and always within the hands of the law enforcement system. And so that's the basis for our point today.
In the ruling, are you asking for a ruling today or just putting this on the court and opposing counsel's radar?
Partially, the latter, because we want to be able to plan for these witnesses. Certainly, it adds quite a bit of people
Sure.
if we are asked to do that. And our position is that, and maybe that is our ask, is without that affirmative showing from the defense that with bad faith or actual tampering, then the state is not required to bring in every law enforcement official who handled those items.
Can we get a clarification, Your Honor, just to make sure so that we can communicate and respond effectively? So she's talking about once they got the phone checked into evidence from then on. You're not talking about the people who located it and turned it into Ms. Gibson. You're talking about once Ms. Gibson checks it into the evidence locker or takes official control of the item, everyone who touched it after that, is that what you're referring to?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. That's the clarification I needed.
Okay, so I think I understand the state's position. Does the defense need to put anything on the record about this today?
Can we talk about it overnight and respond in the morning?
Yeah, Kimberly, the first people you should respond to are the state.
Yeah, we'll talk to Ms. Schmerna.
Okay. We can take this up first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Give me a preview who you're calling tomorrow. We need to finish with
Yeah, so we have Deputy Wynn. We intend to call the paramedic on scene. We have 2 other first responders who were there, Andy Cernich and Deputy Pimentel. And then after that, we are at Miss Gibson. So she is the one that we're seeking to admit these items through.
Okay. It sounds like other than her, there wouldn't be testimony from
No.
Investigating officers who executed the search warrant and bagged the evidence. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
It sounds like other than crime scene tech Gibson, they're not planning to offer testimony of investigating officers who executed a warrant and bagged the evidence.
That's what I was asking. That was my clarification.
I think we now know.
So, okay, so that's
This
a
is part of
different.
the discussion I think you need to have with the state.
Okay, so they don't want to call anybody except Miss Gibson. That's
Not
it.
comfortable getting into this on generalizations because there's lots of evidence that was seized and it may be different depending on which piece of evidence we're talking about.
I'm talking about cell phones.
There are a couple of those, if not
Right.
more.
There
Yeah.
are.
Your Honor,
That's
the state
true.
intends to call the officer that located the phone and then the crime scene tech, I think it's almost exclusively Chelsea.
That's all.
That bagged the phone.
Okay.
So for
Okay,
example,
then.
without just for my helping me understand the argument here,
Yeah.
I recall the phone that was in the cup holder when Deputy Maynard stopped Ms. Richins when she was in her vehicle.
For example.
For example, who's getting called to say, I took that phone and put it in an evidence bag?
So I think to use that example, the example is something like Deputy Maynard gets called and says, I walked over to Kouri Richins' car. She handed me the phone. I took it. I handed it to briefly to Deputy Woody. I sat there and saw her hold it for a few seconds, but she handed it back to me. And then I took it with me to the home where I handed it to Chelsea Gibson, who bagged it.
Okay, I appreciate that. Something similar for the other phones.
Yes, there's phones. There's also, they're the ones that have multiple kind of chain links of custody after in the state possession because they get brought out to be downloaded and put back and
Right.
then brought out to be analyzed.
But the state's position is once we get it to
One-
Technician Gibson,
Correct.
we, in the absence of an affirmative showing of bad faith or actual tampering under Wainea, we've satisfied our my words, not the case's prima facie burden of showing chain of custody.
We have satisfied, yes, everything after that will go to weight, not admissibility.
Right. I understand.
Except the extractor. We're not trying to be ridiculous. We don't want every single person whose finger ever touched the phone. We haven't asked for that with the evidence. We are not asking for that for anything, except for the body. But the person who extracted all the information from the phone is a key witness. I mean, that's a key part of the handling of the evidence. So are you saying you're not even going to call the extractor? You're just going to call Chelsea Gibson?
Counsel, rather than doing this in real time,
We will.
in front of a room, have a discussion with each other.
No,
Let me know if
in
there's
front of a
something
room.
specific you want me to get into. We
Yes,
can
sir.
readdress this tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay. Some additional discussions may be necessary.
Understood.
Okay. Anything else on the record today, Mr. Bloodworth?
No, yeah.
All right. May we check in tomorrow morning, say at 8:15, just to see where we are before we get rolling?
Yes.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience today. The court is in recess.
All right. Well, quite a day today, you guys. So I got 21 pages of notes. I will be going through those today. So if you're new to my stream, at the end of every day on a current trial, I kind of give you guys a bit of a breakdown. And yes, Heather May, she is in custody. So she has been in custody since she was arrested, basically. She was denied bond. So today started out pretty interesting. Now, I will be very open and candid that I did not follow any bit of this trial. Pre hearings, I didn't do any of that, mostly because I knew this was going to be a big case, and it seemed like a lot of people already had their minds made up. So that I did kind of want to come into this kind of without bias. Now, we started out today with a bit of an issue outside of the presence of the jury. It looks like the media was maybe filming people as they were waiting to come into the trial, and the judge was kind of indicating that maybe sidewalks and entrances and exits might be something that he needs to clarify with media as to what he wants them covering as far as people waiting out for this trial. We then had the state kind of talk about how most of their exhibits were going to be electronic. And both sides, the state and the defense, went over some slides that both sides objected to. Now, the state objected to the defense showing pictures of animal taxidermy. Eric was apparently a hunter, and they did have animal trophy taxidermy around. Now the state thought that people might be turned off by the fact that Eric was in fact a hunter. For the defense, they definitely wanted to leave out some of the exhibits about memes that alluded to Kouri being a gold digger or money grubber, according to Eric's family. Now, the judge said that he was going to allow the memes and allow the animal heads. Now, there was talk about witnesses being excused from the trial. Basically, there was allowed to be certain representatives from the families that would be excluded from the sequestration rule. So basically, for most witnesses in a trial, if you're a witness in the trial, you're not allowed to sit in the courtroom and watch the trial, so as not to taint your testimony. However, there are exceptions, and in Utah, there was actually an issue today about there being a single victim representative or multiple victim representatives. So there was a bit of a, the both sides explaining to different family members that there might be points in the trial that they would be asked to leave the room if they are allowed to stay there because they will be witnesses. We got, the state's opening, and I will say the state's opening was pretty good. Um, we kind of got a kind of load a kind of framework of what they did. Now, I will say that it wasn't as, nice a narrative. I think I did get a little spoiled with Paul Canero's, opening and closing. It was much more narrative in Paul Canero's, and in this, it was kind of a bit disjointed, not so much, maybe a story, but it did bring in a lot of information. The fact that Eric was losing trust and that Corey did have an extramarital relationship. There was a lot of talk and things about that. Now, they did tell us what we were expecting to find. There's going to be a lot of information about, the delay from her noticing that Eric was cold to calling 911 to different kind of inconsistencies that went through. Now, the state alleges that Corey got, fentanyl from her house or her aunt's housekeeper who she knew for years. Basically, this housekeeper got her, medication. She attempted to poison Eric, according to the state, on Valentine's Day with a sandwich. Eric ended up having a very severe reaction, but did not die. So Corey, according to the state, went back to the housekeeper and asked for something stronger, and then made a Moscow Mule for Eric, poisoning him that way. Now, the defense, I think, did a pretty good job. They did actually, the defense was weird. Look, basically, today has been the Mondayest of all Monday. My internet has been crazy and going in and out. And even the internet at the post office when my daughter was getting her passport decided to crap out. So it has just been a series of the most Monday Mondays, to include this trial. So the defense started out with Kouri Richins' 911 call. Now, I think that Kouri Richins didn't sound terribly upset in the 911 call, but again, I haven't kept up with this case. I don't have my mind made up. So my judgment on grief is very subjective. So I didn't put a lot into that, but she didn't seem hysterical. She didn't seem totally unable to focus on the 911 call. Now, it talks about the defense then went to talk about how, yes, everyone has some issues, but here I am. Okay. So, since the internet has decided to crap out, here is the new agenda. I am going to be recording a breakdown. I am going to try to just record it and see if that will work. And then that will be up in about an hour. I'm gonna have Mr. Mo look at the internet and see if he can figure something out, because it has about given me a fit. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Sorry about the terrible, terrible internet. Uh, hopefully it's fixed tomorrow and we can go forward. So sorry about that. Have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you guys in the mornings for Mornings with Mo at 8 a.m. So bye, you guys. Sorry about this. Doggone it.